Good day. God bless you. Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach, and this is episode 14 in the fitness fasting series, guys. It is, what is it, January 4th. Started on the 2nd. So that was third day of the Master Cleanse. Fourth day of the month. Started on the 2nd. And we're just tracking the number of Master Cleanse drinks I have a day. And we're tracking my push-ups, my air squats, my plank, and miles walked per day. So let's start off with the working out. I got pretty similar to yesterday. Um, 70 push-ups, 70 squats, 1.5 minutes of no, it was 2 minutes. That was the wrong one. Of plank, and I just remember I got it written down right here. 73 minutes of plank and 6.4 miles walked. So just looking here, we're close to like 300 of push-ups and squats. We're into like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're like almost 10 minutes of planks and tons of miles. We'll add it up after 10 days, then we'll add it up after 20 days, and then we'll go to the finish line all the way to the end of the month. If you remember those goals, we have 3,000 sit-ups, 3,000 squats. What was it? 100 minutes of plank and 150 miles walking. So looks like the plank and the walking is going to be easy, and the push-ups and the squats, we're going to need to step up the numbers per day. But good evening, Prancing Cat. So good to see you checking in. Always remember to hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, share, and hit the notification bell so you see all of my live streams. Guys, if you're a family or a friend or anybody that is interested in this channel and this weight loss that is coming hardcore this year, guys, I am so motivated to blow 2024 up. Please hit that thumbs up and say hi. Say, hey, I'm here. You don't have to discuss it. If you just say hi, I'll know you just don't want to chat, and we'll just say hi. So, guys, back to the fitness fasting master cleanse. Day 3, feeling amazing. I was telling a friend of mine at work, it almost feels like my bloodstream is like giving me a massage from the inside. I feel just so cleansed out and so energetic. I'm not foggy, or I don't have any kind of afternoon fatigue. You know how you get that? Everybody talks about that like 2 p.m. crash. You eat lunch, you had your coffee in the morning, and then you eat breakfast and you're okay. But then by the time you eat lunch, you have a bunch of shitty carbs and shitty food and fast food and all the junk people eat, me included. And then after lunch, within an hour, that adrenaline goes, that insulin goes way up to counter all them shitty carbs. And then it starts trying to normalize itself, and it goes down too low. And that's what makes you tired. And it also makes you hungry. So it's a deadly roller coaster to be on. So you want to just keep those numbers pretty flat. Talking about numbers, guys. So I only drank like 5 or 6 drinks today. Been using some honey in my drinks, and otherwise I have the grade B maple syrup. I just took a shot of this when I got up here. Because I was too lazy to make a whole drink. I just took a shot, took a water, took every ingredient independently. So my blood pressure was a little down today. It was 140/90, which is still high, but better than yesterday. So I'm thinking about maybe tapering off the cayenne pepper, because I know that does raise your blood pressure towards the end of the 20 days. Maybe like on day 15, I will start tapering off the cayenne pepper, because it's needed to flush out the mucus in your body, which is what this whole cleanse was originally designed for. The lemon breaks up mucus and blockages in your bloodstream and in your body, and then the cayenne pepper attaches to it and carries it out of your body. But the cayenne pepper also rebuilds your heart tissue, rebuilds like vascular structural vascular needs, and it's just kind of like a miracle for your bloodstream. Although, as I've recently learned, it can also raise your blood pressure because of all that work it's doing in your bloodstream. So I had 5 or 6 drinks at work today. Just had one. So I think I had 6 today. So that's kind of the minimum. You really don't want to drink less than 6 of the drinks, even when you're trying to lose weight, because since you're eating, you want to eat at least at 1,200 calories. If you're not going to eat 1,200 calories, then you should fast completely, like water fast. So blood pressure down a little bit. Oh, blood sugar too. So I checked my blood sugar. I was going to do it live on cam again, but it's just boring. We're taking 4 minutes. So it was 120. So it was a little lower than yesterday. So that's not a fasting blood glucose level, though. You know, that's a haven't eaten blood sugar level. So that's actually really good. If you just ate a meal and check your blood sugar in like a half hour, it's probably going to be around 130, 140, you know, if you're healthy. And then it goes back down to between 70 and 90-ish. Most people are going to be in that range. So as a former full-blown diabetic and a current like borderline pre-diabetic, 120 is happy to, you know, I'm drinking, you know, I'm eating like several tablespoons of honey all day, and, you know, a full-blown diabetic, that would just skyrocket your blood sugar. Oh, Angel Dust, thank you for stepping in and checking out the gun show. Always glad to see you guys checking in. I hope I got like 2 regular check-inners now. Let's go for that. And number 3, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, guys. So that's about it, guys. You know, it's so simple that there's not even that much to talk about. I'm getting excited. I'm not looking past the 20 days, but like I'm planning. And I was talking to my coworker, the guy that's doing it with me. He's motivated too. He's hanging in there. He's like, we're doing it. And but we're thinking about, like, I'm just bringing up junk food, like, and I'm comparing it to how I quit drinking alcohol. I just associate it with the pain and the suffering and the disgust of that it is. You know, when I first quit drinking alcohol in 2016, I went about 2 years with none because my diabetes was bad. And I just told myself, I use neuroassociation. I've talked about on the channel before. Nothing I designed. I learned it from Anthony Robbins, but it's nothing he designed either. It's a known psychological trick where you just trick your brain into associating. And it's usually a negative feedback loop, but you can make it a positive one. So I assumed like a bottle of beer, that's vomit. That's putting vomit, you know, and I associated it with it so well that I just could not. And to this day, you know, 7 years, 8 years later going on, I really, when I think of alcohol, it's like I think of the temporary enjoyment it might be to sip on a glass of whiskey or have a can of beer, a bottle of beer, or half a glass of wine. But I mostly just think about the headache and the hangover and the you know, less capacity to perform in the gym the next day or perform other ways. And it just makes me not want alcohol. So what I was doing today was just, and I don't mean to sound cryptic or morbid or anything, but I was just comparing like somebody killing themselves to eating junk food. Like, if I eat junk food, I'm going to kill myself. I mean, like, eating junk food is killing yourself. Like, it's not an analogy. You know, I was creating an analogy in my mind until I realized, wait a minute, that's real. Eating a big bag, and I won't use name brands, but just any big bag of chips is processed, some kind of processed grain, whether it's wheat or corn or rice or whatever. And so it's processed poison, pure sugar, sucrose, glucose. Look up like white sugar compared to white flour. There's almost no difference. It's pure sugar. It goes right to glucose in your bloodstream and skyrockets your blood sugar. And it's just poisonous, clogging up your liver and your kidneys and your pancreas, and terrible for you. So I'm associating that, you know, cookies, ice cream, chips. I mean, I mostly crave healthy food now, but when I do crave these things, I'm just attempting to. I'm going to write that NAC down here because I really like to use it. Neuro-associative conditioning. Even when I'm using it, I forget what it's called. And NAC, Neuro Associative Conditioning. And there's stories about it, and you can read books about it. You can look it up. Read Tony Robbins' book. Which one does he talk about that in? Giant Steps or Awaken the Giant Within? One of his early kind of just it's a short, I think it's 45-minute audio book. And I listen to it occasionally just to amp me up. And now that I'm saying it, I'm probably going to listen to it after this because it really motivates me to just get pumped. So what I'm talking about is I'm preparing myself for after this 20-day cleanse because I don't want to waste it this time. You know, I did all that fasting last year, January, February, March, 4 days of fasting, 4 days of eating. I lost 36 pounds and I did not prepare properly, adequately. I didn't have the mental and intestinal fortitude to drive on past that and continue the weight loss and continue the healthy diet. I thought I had some ideas like, oh, I'm just going to eat healthy after this. It's like, no, oh, I just want to lose weight. It's like, no, you got to be way more specific than that. That you got to have this shit down. You got to have it planned. And I still want to do where I give somebody like $900 $900 or $1,000 and tell them, put it in an envelope. Let's just say I use 1,000. Put $1,000 in here, and I'll just use my ex-wife because I don't hate her or nothing. But let's say somebody you wouldn't want to have the money. Actually, I wouldn't even mind her have the money. Who would I not want to have the money? Like maybe one of my bosses at work or something. And I tell my friend, if I don't lose this much weight by the end of 2024, then give this to that person or some charity that you don't like, or you know what I mean? You see what I'm getting at. You have this extra motivation. And talking about that extra motivation, so I got home today and I looked at my slip, and I can't remember which one it is here today. It's this one. And I looked at my slip and I was like, oh man, I only got like 40 push-ups, 40 squats, and 90 seconds of a plank. So I busted out 30 push-ups, 30 squats, and a 90-second plank. So I was super pumped. That was my longest plank of all. That was my longest plank recently. You know what a plank is? You're like on your elbows and your body's flat. It just works your abs like crazy, and your hip flexors and your quads are getting into it. You're just rigid. And then do some push-ups. And guys, I've been doing a lot. When I tell you these numbers, I'm just saying it's any kind of push-up, off of a table, on your knees, on your toes. I'm just doing whatever I can do. If I feel good to do 10 regular ones, I do 10 regular ones. If I don't, I do 10 on my knees, or I do 20 on my knees, or I do 10 or 20 on the table, whatever. Just get them reps in. And having that goal for the month is just in my head all day, every day now. And I was really sore today. That's why I was really feeling the last couple days workouts. And since I'm not receiving any protein in this particular diet, it's not rebuilding my muscles back. So having mentioned that, I do have some branched chain amino acids and some protein powder and some just some muscle recovery. So I'm going to add one drink of that probably in the evenings starting Saturday. So I will have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So like 4 or 5 days into this, I'm going to just start adding that because the guy designed this, the doctor designed this in 1941. It was for just sitting around doing nothing. Do this cleanse and it will cure skin conditions. And it worked amazing for that. And then as the decades went by, it was found like, oh my God, this is cleansing out your body. The reason that skin condition went away, the reason, your rash went away off your knuckles is because you cured your diabetes, or you had some liver dysfunction or kidney dysfunction. Cleanses all that out. By the way, like my kidney numbers back in 2016, as far as like having full-blown diabetes, my A1C was like 11.2. I mean, really bad. That's like an average blood sugar of like 315 when it should be like less than 100 on average. So that was skyrocket high. But my only other bad number as far as blood pressure, cholesterol, and all the other numbers was my kidney function. It's a BUN number, and I'm not sure what that acronym stands for or what it even means, but I knew the number was like just over into the not good range. And after not drinking for like 2 years, because I drank like heavy for like 20 years, not drinking for 2 years, and because all my numbers got normal, but that kidney function was still not great. And I'm just telling you this, guys, because these things work. It's not just all about weight loss. This is about health and longevity and feeling great. Like if I didn't lose a pound today, I know what I did do today. I felt amazing all day. Like I feel like I could really get into some working out again, but I just need some protein. So that's why I'm mixing that in. So anyway, after the 2 years, I got my kidney function back down into the normal range. And it was a big victory of working that hard for that long. But unfortunately at that time, then I was like, well, I got my diabetes gone. I got my kidney function back. And then I started having a couple beers here and there again. And then now I'm kind of back to where I don't even want it. I'm not interested. It's just, I'll have one here and there if I feel like it, but I'm just telling you that the NAC, the neuroassociative conditioning that I'm using in my psyche right now is just making me not want it at all. And I've got to attach that. I got to just put that bag of chips next to the beer and put that ice cream next to the wine and put put them cookies next to the whiskey, and just they're all bad. And so I'm really, really feeling great about January 22nd is the day we're coming off of this fast, me and my buddy Ted. So I ordered a box of steaks to arrive that day as well. It was a gift at work at like our, was it a Christmas? What just went by? Oh yeah, Christmas went by. It was our like Christmas gift at work, and it what was like the Omaha Steaks Company, big packs of, well, medium packs of my, I don't know, 6, 8 steaks or something like that. So I ordered them to come. So it's, and I had been talking about within myself and with some of my friends, I might have mentioned on the channel, doing some like carnivore diet and something like that, or because I've done keto. And I just, when I eat carbs, like even fruits and vegetables, I mean, vegetables when I'm on keto, like I eat my steak and I eat my broccoli or whatever. And then I just get these strong um, cravings for like bad carbs, like processed carbohydrates, or even like rice and stuff like that, potatoes, bread, pasta. And after a week or so, I've just been not able to maintain the discipline to actually really benefit from the keto diet. So I'm thinking, I've been extreme. I can do like a 10-day water fast and a 20-day master cleanse. Why don't I just go extreme with the keto and just go carnivore and just only eat meat? Or carnivore, I think you can eat, I got to look it up a little more, but like animal products. So like butter, ghee, but really it's just focused on, for me, it'd be just red meat, beef. And then I don't even know if they eat chicken on carnivore or fish, but maybe I would do that too. But just to really give it a dedicated, maybe 30 days, maybe, because this is going to be most of January doing this anyway. Maybe take 10 days to just let my body heal. Like maybe don't eat, but maybe have like some fruit juice or, something a little more substantial than just this lemonade for like 10 days, 8 days. And then when February 1st comes, just hit it hard again with the carnivore and just make it a 30-day challenge. And maybe we can have a whole carnivore series. And, so that motivates me too. Like the fitness fasting series, I named it that because it's like the only way I seem to be getting fit over this 14 months of this channel, 13 months of this channel is when I'm fasting. So I just named it fitness fasting. So every time I'm on any kind of fast, I'll put the video on this playlist. And I kind of like that idea. I'm just going to not put any videos on the self-mastery series unless I'm in between stuff like that after today moving forward. So guys, where we at? Oh my gosh, we almost got a 18 minute video cranked out already. I was trying to tell myself I had to go at least 8 minutes, and I seem to have blown by that quite well. So, hey, you two, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. It is a blessing to see the new subscribers coming in. If you're just watching this channel, this video for the first time, I hope you will consider to like the video and share the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because I will be going live every evening and for at least the next 3 weeks. But hopefully I just learn how to do it every night, no matter what. And just keep that accountability to myself and keep that journey posted so everybody can follow along and try some of the things I'm trying, or experiment with other things, or deviate from the plan. But just get your own plan and go. But I think I have some of this stuff figured out right now, and we'll see. I haven't weighed myself, and so I'm feeling really good. Like the pressure to not weigh the pressure's off me to not be weighing myself every day or even every week. I haven't weighed myself in a while. I don't even remember. I think it was right towards the end of the year when I was like, well, I better weigh myself to see, so I can say what I lost for the year. And I weighed like 250. And so I was like, okay, I lost 20 pounds that first year. So I'm kind of not wanting to weigh myself until I can see that I'm just obviously way less than 250 or 240 or, somewhere in 230. I don't even care. Like I said, if you did the right thing. Like today, I know I did the right thing. I drank my master cleanse. I walked my miles. I did my push-ups. I did my squats. I did my planks. And then let's say I go weigh myself and I don't weigh as little as I thought I did. And it gets in your head and just pisses you off so bad. And sometimes it's just broke me before, where I had no intentions of eating, like on my 10-day fast. That was just, man, mentally, I mean, physically, I just broke down. Mentally, I was strong and I just started feeling weak and weak. But there's been other times where I still felt great. but it just got in my head like, what? You haven't eaten in 7 days and you only lost 1 pound because maybe I drank a lot of water that day or something. And then I'm all mad that I only lost 1 pound in 7 days. So what do? You go pig out on some food. It's like just counterproductive. So I know my history. So I'm like, don't weigh yourself, dude. Wait until you're 20 pounds. Like, let's say I'm 250. This is the beginning of this year. Just wait till I look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, I think I'm around 230, and then jump on the scale. And then I'll be all happy to tell you guys, oh my God, I just finally weighed myself and I'm another 20 pounds down. And so we're just hoping to have a lot bigger of a number this year than 20 pounds for the whole year. But I mean, bottom line, if you look at the average American gains like a quarter of 3/4 of a pound every year, like their whole life after, I think it's like 40 or something like that, So it's the difference of about eating a cookie a day, a couple of cookies here and there, So it's like just be on the downward trajectory for the rest of my life would be awesome. But what would be really awesome, really bomb up 2024 is to just drop the rest of that 80 pounds and just springtime hits. And I got, just jacked and tanned and juicy AF out on the hiking trails, feeling great. Just looking forward to all the activities in a more fit body and a healthier body, more capable, more functioning body. We are seriously considering, me and my soon to be wife, having children because she's much younger than me, and I can still have children. So if you're going to have children in your mid to late 50s, you should maybe be physically fit and healthy and well enough to sustain them and provide for them, and raise them up until maybe I can live until they're 40. That'd be awesome. So all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. We passed up the 21-minute mark, and you guys know that Jesus loves you. I hope you know that I love you too. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.